Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashraf al-anbiya'i wal mursaleen. Amma ba'du, bayanu kayfiyati at-tashahhudi wa mawdi'ihi min as-salati. Bayanu, clarification of the kayfiyya, of the howness of the tashahhud. How is the tashahhud made? How is it said? وموضعه بيان موضعه, the clarification of its place. موضع, from وضع, to place something. موضع, the place of something. موضعه, he, referring to the tashahhud من الصلاة. الحديث الثاني والعشرون والمئة, the 122nd hadith, عن عبد الله بن مسعود رضي الله عنه قال, that Abdullah bin Mas'ud, may Allah be pleased with him, said, علمني رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم التشهد. علمني, here Ain Lam Mim, form 2, علمني, to teach. علمني Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Rasulu, for the Dhamma is the fa'il, the doer of the verb. He taught me. Allamani, ni, here is the me. He taught me. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught me at-tashahhud. What did he teach me? At-tashahhud. Maf'ulun bihi mansub. Kaffay bayna kaffayhi. Kaffay, basically kaffayya, my two hands, my two palms. Kaf is the plural. Kaffay, two palms, my two palms. Bayna kaffayhi, between his two palms. Meaning the Prophet ﷺ took his hands in his hands and taught him. Kama, just as yu'allimani, just as he taught me a surata min al-Quran, just like he taught me a surah from the Quran. This is how important the tashahhud is, as well as the exactness of its wording. Right? Kama yu'allimuni surata min al-Quran, just like he would teach me a surah from the Quran. What is the tashahhud that he taught him? At-tahiyatu lillahi was-salawatu wa-tayyibatu. And he goes on down here to explain some of these words. At-tahiyat, jam'u tahiyya, wa tashmilu kulla anwa'i at-ta'zim. At-tahiyat includes jam'u tahiyya, meaning it's the plural. At-tahiyat is the plural of at-tahiyya, and it tashmilu, it includes, it encompasses kulla, all, and all types of ta'zim, of respect and grandeur and exaltation. So I believe sometimes it's translated as at-tahiyatu, like all salutations and praise, every type of good praise and exaltation, lillahi, is for Allah. Was-salawatu, and all our prayers are for Allah. Wa-tayyibatu, wa-tayyibat is the plural of tayyib. Tayyib min al-aqwali wal-a'mali wal-awsaf. Wa-tayyibat, all the good statements, good actions, and good descriptions are for Allah Azza wa Jal. Assalamu alayka ayyuhan nabiyyu. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on the meanings of this, but we will translate it. Assalamu alayka ayyuhan nabiyyu. Peace be upon you, O Prophet, wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, as well as the mercy of Allah and His blessings. Assalamu alayna, and peace be upon us. Wa ala ibadillahi salihin, and upon the worshippers of Allah, as-salihin, the righteous worshippers of Allah. Ashhadu, I testify, and la ilaha illallah, that there's nothing worthy of worship except Allah. Wa ashhadu, and I testify, أن محمدا, that Muhammad abduhu wa rasuluhu, is his worshipper and his messenger. وفي لفظ, and in another wording, lafz, and in a wording, إذا قعد أحدكم, إذا, when, or if, قعد, he sat, أحدكم, one of you, if one of you sat, or when one of you sits, في الصلاة, in salat, فليقول, فل is a command, فليقول, so let him say, right? التحيات لله وذكره, he began and he mentioned this, التحيات, all salutations and praises and exaltations are for Allah, and he mentioned it. وفيه, and in this narration, فيه, going back to this love in this word, فإنكم, for indeed you, إذا فعلتم ذلك, if you did that, فعلتم, if all of you did that, ذلك, فقد سلمتم, then you would have given salam على كل عبد صالح, upon every righteous worshipper, في السماء والأرض, in the skies, in the heavens, and in the earth. وفيه, and in it, meaning in that love, فليتخير, فليتخير, here this fa lam is a command, that's why we see the sukun there. يتخير, from kha ya ra, this is form 5. يتخير, let him choose, من المسألة ما شاء, let him choose from the issues, from the things he wants to ask for. Mas'ala, su'al, something you're asking about is an issue. Something that is asked about, it's an issue and a matter, an affair that we need to look into and ask about. فَلْيَتَخَيَّرْ مِنَ الْمَسْأَلَةِ مَا شَاءَ, what he wishes, meaning let him make dua or ask for whatever he wants. This hadith is in Bukhari, number 831, and in Muslim 402. And in وَرِوَايَاتُ الْأُخْرَى أَخْرَجَهَا الْبُخَارِ, and the other narrations, meaning the other wordings, is in Bukhari number 1202 and Muslim 402. Tayyib. We already read what a tahiyatu is and what a tayyibatu is. Let's just go over the hadith real quick. And Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu قال, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, may Allah be pleased with him, said, Allamani Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam at-Tashahhud, that Allah's Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam taught me the Tashahhud, kafay bayna kafayhi, my 2 palms between his 2 palms, kama yu'allimuni as-surata min al-Quran, just like he taught me a surah from the Quran. Atahiyatu lillahi wa salawatu wa tayyibatu, all exaltations and praises and grandeur are for Allah, as well as the prayers and all good statements, actions and descriptions are for Allah. Assalamu alayka ayyuhan nabi wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be upon you, O Prophet, and the mercy of Allah and his blessings. Assalamu alayna wa ala ibadillahi salihin. Peace be upon us and upon all the righteous worshippers of Allah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, I testify there's nothing worthy of worship except Allah. Wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu, and I testify that Muhammad is his slave and his messenger. Or is his worshipper and his messenger, not a slave, his worshipper and his messenger. Wa fi lafdhin, and in a wording, إِذَا قَعَدَ أَحَدُكُمْ فِي الصَّلَاةِ فَلْيَقُولْ, when one of you sits in salat, then let him say, التَّحِيَّاتُ وَذَكَرَهُ, التَّحِيَّاتُ لِلَّهِ وَذَكَرَهُ. And he mentioned this wording above. وَفِيهِ, and in this narration or in this wording, فَإِنَّكُمْ إِذَا فَعَلْتُمْ ذَلِكَ, for indeed, if you did that, فَقَدْ سَلَّمْتُمْ عَلَى كُلِّ عَبْدٍ صَالِحٍ فِي السَّمَاءِ وَالْأَرْضِ, then indeed you would have given salams to every righteous worshipper in the heavens and the earth. وَفِيهِ, and in that wording, فَلْيَتَخَيَّرْ مِنَ الْمَسْأَلَةِ مَا شَاءَ, then let him choose for asking for whatever he wants. طيب. من فوائد وأحكام الحديث, from the virtues, benefits, and rulings of the hadith. أولا أن كيفية التشهد في الصلاة, that the way of making the tashahhud in the salat is attahiyatu lillahi wa salawatu wa tayyibatu, assalamu alayka ayyuhan nabiy wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, assalamu alayna wa ala ibadillahi salihin, ashhadu an la ilaha illallah not wahda, ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. Again, this wahda is not there. It is important because this is the way the Prophet ﷺ taught it, and he taught it like a surah from the Quran. So this is how the tashahhud is to be. Thaniyan, the second thing we get from this benefit, virtue, or ruling, أن المحل هذه التشهد مضاف مضاف إليه, and this is a badal for هذا, the place, the mahal, the place of the tashahhud, of this tashahhud, بعد ركعة الثانية, is after the second rak'ah, في ثلاثية ورباعية, and ثلاثية in a 3 rak'ah prayer, ورباعية a 4 rak'ah prayer, وبعد القعود, and after sitting, من السجدة الأخيرة, and after sitting from the last sajda, في كل صلاة, in every salat. So the place of this tashahhud is after the second rakat in the prayer which has 3 في الثلاثية والرباعية, وبعد القعود, and after sitting من السجدة الأخيرة, and after the last sajda, after sitting from the last sajda in every salat. ثالثا, thirdly, وجوب هذا التشهد, وجوب هذا التشهد, مضاف مضاف إليه. This is a badal, so it takes the kasra like هذا, because هذا is ممنوع من الصرف, or it's مبني rather, not ممنوع, it's مبني. وجوب هذا التشهد في كل صلاة, or في كل صلاة, the obligation of this tashahhud in every salat. وإن تشهد, and if he made a tashahhud, this is the verb of tashahhud, tashahhada, and if he made the tashahhud بغيره, مما, with other than it, from what صح عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم, what was authentic from the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم, jaz, is permissible. So there are other tashahhuds that a person can say that the Prophet ﷺ taught other than Abdullah bin Mas'ud, but it must be one of those that is taught without additions like wahdahu. Right? Rabi'an, fourthly, jawaz du'a'i fi salati, the permissibility of making dua or supplication in salat, bima ahabba, with whatever he wants, bima ahabba, with what he loves. Ma lam, as long as that lam yakun ithman, as long as it's not a sin. Right? Oh Allah, give me 20 wives, or oh Allah, let me rob the bank successfully. No, you can't make that. Ma lam yakun ithman. So whatever he wants, bima ahab, whatever he wants, bima ما لم يكن إثما, as long as it's not a sin. هذا والله تعالى أعلم, وصلى الله وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.